What's up, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition, Friday edition of Let's Talk Toys. As always, I'm your host, Dave Wonder. Happy Friday, everyone. As mentioned on Wednesday night
Okay,
stream,
I can't go.
going to be this is going to be a very special countdown edition. And as you might have just heard, we have a special guest tonight. That's right, joining us from the bowels of his basement, we have good old Griff Ryder. Hi, Tony. What's
What's up,
happening?
everybody?
So, I figured we'd have some fun. We've done this before in, I believe it was part one of this year, where Tony and I alternated off listing our top 10 figures of the year so far. So we're gonna be going in not necessarily any particular order. But before we get into that madness, I do want to give a shout out to all the COJ dropping on by on this very special Friday night. Yes, Mr. Ryan Clark, Griff's bowels of his basement. So we got Mike starting it off with Stanley's Toy Channel. We got Epic Badger in there, Brian WTO Mike. See, T.O. Mike, you summoned Mixie. Hi, Mixie. We got Shaggy in there too. We got Jeff hopping in. We got Darth. What up, Darth? Mr. Ryan Clark chiming in. Darth. Oh my gosh, do we have both Darths? No, we just got one Darth. Only one Darth. That's okay. Still good Darth. What up? Party on Darth. Mr. Ryan Clark in there. We got Thor. We got Jamie Lynn. Payne's Toy Sample, Stupid Sandwich, Phantom Crow. Ray, how's it going? Man, okay. All right. Hi, and of course, the mighty Mitch Falcon. So, welcome, everybody. So, I know Tony has he doesn't have as many rules as I got on my top 10. I have a couple of rules that I do on mine just to level the playing field a little bit. I can't have customized it, which unfortunately actually took two of my figures out of my top 10 because I upgraded them with cloth goods and a couple other things. I can't have repaired them, which means that the figure could not have broken because I'm handy on repairing stuff. And well, that's fine, dandy like nuts and candy. It's an easy way for me to eliminate some and no exclusives. So by no exclusives, I say I kind of limit that to San Diego, like New York Comic Con releases and whatnot. What up, 1-6? How's it going, Trevor? I got to get your ass back on here, man. Let's figure something out. Maybe for this week. Just saying. Oh, what up, Hankin? How's it going, Bubs? Welcome from down under. So those are my rules on my top 10. Again, you'll see some familiar faces. You'll see some new ones too. But yeah, what about you, Tony? Any rules you go by, or just flying by the seat of your pants?
And I might occasionally goof on it, but I try to limit it to literally stuff that's only come out this year. Obviously, no customs.
Yeah.
I don't usually include a 1/6 scale figure in mine. Although there are a plethora.
I figure this is the 1/12 scale round because 1/6 scale I do at the very end, a little easier.
But yeah, I mean, I don't typically get too aggressive with my stuff, so nothing breaks usually.
I mean, I pose the shit out of mine. I'll admit to that. I mean, if I get a figure in, I'm posing it around. I'm trying to push it to its limits a little bit. So yeah.
So that's about it.
I think I know one of the pieces that is on Tony's list for sure, and I'm guessing its first appearance occurred in 1972. Yeah, all right. All right. Anyways,
I don't know.
We'll start from the bottom and work our way on up. So we'll start with number 10. So you know what, Tony, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I can start.
You can start. All right, Tony. What is your number
10? When it comes to certain things, I try to. I'm not going to just say one of them. Like the entire set would be included, but I'm only going to show off one, just because they're all basically the same figure, anyways. But this would probably be my first on my list here. Again, in no particular order. So I absolutely love these turtles. It's nice to kind of have that progression. You know, we got the original versions from them, and then to get these, and then it's going to be very interesting to see what they come up with, you know, for the supposed 2003 Turtles.
Super 7's doing 2003.
Yeah, but I mean, just to get like modernized versions of certain things, and
definitely.
But yeah, I've loved everything that NECA has been doing this year as far as the comic books are concerned. Very much looking forward to the next 4 Last Ronin figures, 5.
There's a lot of them coming. Dude, I actually saw some at Best Buy the other day. Oh. So the Shinjas. So yeah. Jamie Lynn, plus you choose the best one to represent all 4. I don't know which one it is because it's got a red bandana. All 4 of them had the red bandana. You know what? I will counter your number 10 with another admitted one representing a whole line, and this is a line that again is a dream come true. It held a very, very high spot in my parts 1 and 2 this year. But the Archie Turtles, the Archie toy line coming to us. The Turtle Adventures lines is Dreadmon. I believe I used Jaguar in part 2, and I think I used Man Ray in part 1. I'm not sure. These jump off the page into your hand. They're exciting. They're Dave, adjust the tracking. Adjust what tracking? Yeah,
you glitched out. It was very strange. Very 1980s.
Weird. I don't know. But yeah, very, very excited for this one. Very excited for all of these. I know that there hasn't been a ton of news and progression since we've gotten these. I want the rest of the Mutanimals. I want those wrestling turtles.
Cuddly.
Dude, Cuddly, right? Dude, I still stand by. If Cuddly does, if the friggin' wrestling turtles don't come in a Cuddly carrying case, missed opportunity. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, so number 10 for me goes to some of the mighty Mutanimals. Just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures Archie figures. Absolutely love these. So yeah, that takes my number 10 spot. So moving on up, we go to number 9. Tony, what you got?
Let's see here.
Oh, his banana.
I've been waiting for a real proper. I know that we got one from McFarlane. And I had just been waiting for this in general, just because I am a big fan of what they do. But I have picked Mezco Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
It's kind of it's a little new. It's a little old. It's something we've never really seen before, other than maybe the Arkham game. I'm sure this took a lot of inspiration from that, but
it's kind of a weird hybrid if you think about when that figure was designed, because that figure was designed almost 4 years ago.
I know.
And probably actually a little bit before then, because I'm guessing Mr. Freeze was kind of high on their list.
I'm sure. But I just love that they used they flocked all of this to make it look like
frosty,
it's iced up, and guns got it on the tip of it, and yeah, I mean, and just it's just a real good head sculpt too.
Oh, it's solid as hell. But yeah, almost 4 years? 3 years pre-order.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Stanley, they did show the Wrestling Turtles at San Diego for sure. They didn't show it off at Power. They didn't show them off at PowerCon, and they didn't show them off at Toy Fair though, which was kind of surprising. Darth says, "Hey, Mezco Freeze." Fortnite says, "Cursed missed the opening since Ether'd been too much other noise on my phone and I didn't check for a bit." Howdy, Fortnite. How's it going? Strangely enough, the one Mezco figure I got this year didn't make the list because I ended up customizing him because his suit became super baggy after having the Morbius figure. His suit became super baggy after having him posed for a bit, and I added the red sash. So I'm like, well, all right, off the list. My number 9 goes to this big bastard, and he fell a couple spots because his tail peg actually broke on me. But I was able to slot it back in. But Crocker, I bought both versions of this figure. I love it. It's God, a giant sharp brick that I'm holding with one hand. And yeah, I absolutely love this figure. I actually have this on display with my Super 7 Turtles as opposed to their version, who is sitting in a boat up in my bathroom, because I think it's funny. But yeah, this big beautiful bastard holds my number 9 spot. I love this figure. The
awesome
detail
figure.
is second to none.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big sharp brick of plastic. I do regret I did not pick up Veteran William. I missed it on Amazon, and I missed it before. And you know what? That's okay. I'll be perfectly happy having this represent Fure Toys for me for the foreseeable future. So, number 9, cheers to you, is Crocker. Yes,
Great
a proper
figure.
Leatherhead. That's not Leatherhead for legal
Yes,
reasons.
Darth, I'm in the same boat. I'm patiently waiting for mine. I feel like I've been waiting like 7 years.
Which reminds me, oh, dude, yeah, we'll see what happens with that, I guess. And we're clicking through the list real quick. You know what? And at the end of this, I do have an honorable mention that I want to bring up because it was pointed out to me earlier today that technically they're not action figures. But we'll move up to number 8. So Tony, what you got for number 8?
All right, so to piggyback on what you just showed off, this bad boy here would absolutely be in my number 8 spot.
Hell yeah. God, that's a big bastard.
Absolutely love this Blade Master wing. I mean, just the fact that they got these rings on there.
That's
and he's got his pipe. He's got the little. I'm terrible with the throwing daggers. He's got his little.
Does he pose pretty well, or like
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
big reason I was hesitant on that figure is I'm like, it's a big chunky figure, but I was looking at the outfit and I was like, oh my god.
So I mean, if you take the cape off, I mean, obviously it limits while that's on, but I mean, otherwise, I mean, he's just got a great range of motion, and
for sure
the feet are.
See, and I wanted to get him to be Tiger Claw. I thought that would have been pretty cool. Oh,
the double, triple hinged foot, ankle, I guess, whatever you want to call that, the knee. Yeah, and then this way you can see all of his stuff that he's got too. And it's cool because like every one of these rings are individual rings on his.
I mean, there's no doubt that they're just killing it. I mean, that figure is insane.
And it's so weird though, because like I still don't know. Kunai, that's I still don't know if is it the same company, the Fure and Fury.
I think technically speaking, no, but unofficially yes, if I remember correctly. But
I don't know.
It's phenomenal. That's all I know.
I'm right there with you as well, Ray. The Kensai is gonna be awesome, and yeah.
Hell
Yep.
Yeah. What did I just do? Did I just lose my list? Oh no, that's my list. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Back in it. So that was our number 8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to keep track.
Yes, I think so.
All right.
Somebody else should know.
I don't know. So far off the rails. Yeah. Because we did. Wait.
I did 2 before this.
Oh, I haven't done number 8.
Yeah.
That's right. Because you just did him. Okay. Yeah. Back at it. All right. I will bring in another. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up on the fly, but because I just realized I like this figure, but I like it a little less than some of the other ones. Kino. and the scooter. This was a figure that I wanted so badly, so very badly. As a little kid, I loved Kino, and to get him with the scooter, with the pizza box, with the pizza delivery stuff, I loved it. And this is one that just is rad. I actually left his scooter over in the display because I have like two figures kind of overlapping in it, and I didn't want to take it out. So my number 8 goes to Kino and the scooter. Kino isn't Kino isn't exclusive. You're right, Mr. Ryan Clark. I am in a bind. No, I'm not. You know what? No, I'm not, because my honorable mention is going in this slot then, because I had a couple people say, hey, those aren't action figures. But you know what? I'm going to put them up as action figures because you know what? It's really cool when you have friends who become action figures. And granted, that's more common when you got friends who are professional wrestlers. However, it is less common when they are independent wrestlers that also become personalities of their own via the internet. So I will put in the Major Bendies, because right here we got the Spotlight Spencer Powers and Captain Joe Shoes, aka my good friends, Captain Joe Shoes and Pixel Dan, as officially released action figures. I know they're bendies. Someone said that they're not action figures, but you know what, Mr. Ryan Clark, you made a very good point. Kino was an exclusive. I kind of forgot about that entirely because it took forever to come in. So you know what? These guys get the number 8 spot for me then.
They're
so,
action figures.
That's what I thought too. And I
Your
know that
phone can be an action figure if you want it to be.
I don't know about that. But yeah, so I will shoot that at number 8. Hey, at least one of them has an OnlyFans. That's true. As far as we know. What up, Tex Hex? How's it going? Kino before, silence after. That's also from PowerCon. It is from PowerCon, but it's not exclusive to PowerCon. It was released at PowerCon. Just saying. Because he has them available at all of his convention appearances now. If you can play with them, then they count. All right, there we go. I was trying to narrow down the list because of a technicality. Anyway, number 7. Tony, what you got?
I don't know. I'm having an issue now. I'm just gonna grab this here for now. So,
ooh,
the Monkey King. I've been waiting for like a super proper Wukong for like a very, very long time. I honestly didn't expect it to come from Four Horsemen. Not that it's
counts.
Not that it wouldn't have happened, but I just didn't think it would have been them to be the first that I would have, at least. I mean, I know that there's been a bunch of like import third-party companies, whatever you want to call them, that have done some Wukongs and stuff, and this just hits the right marks for me.
Tony, how does the Monkey King look next to the Tiger Guy? Phenomenal. He's trying not to knock over everybody else. That guy's big.
Yeah. I mean, they go so good together.
You know what goes really well with Monkey King? More Monkey King. He is also on my list. Thanks massively to Fortnite in the chat for hooking this up at Twin Cities Con. This has sat, actually, this is one of the few 1/12 scale figures that has been in my 1/6 scale shelf with another figure from the list. But yeah, Sun Wukong from the Mythic Legions figure obscura, definitely topping out. I love this figure. I've had so much fun posing it. Growing up, this was a story that was something that was very important to me. Yeah, I have the JT Studios Monkey King, which is a very stylized urban vinyl style stylization of the Monkey King. This is just badass. I love this figure so much. Thank you again, Jer. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, this figure just I've had so much fun playing with it and posing it around and swapping out the parts. Like literally the box is underneath my desk because I've been swapping parts on it so regularly. It's just absolutely stunning. And apparently there's another deco of it coming. Someone has told me multiple times, and I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. I haven't heard anything official, and maybe I missed the official thing, but yeah, Josh, I'm with you. We need Pigsy. We need Shamunk. I'll take them all. Like, come on, Mythic Legions, you got this, Horseman. This figure rules. Just plain and simple. I kind of was hoping that this was going to be on your list, Tony, because I was like, ooh, fancy.
Samesies.
Mr. Ryan Clark, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a monkey. Haven't you always wanted a monkey? Goddamn right. Sun Wukong is definitely figure of the year material. It is up there for show. So that happened very quickly. Let's go to number 6. Tony, what you got?
So I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, and I would have liked to have seen more of what he could have actually have done without being so hindered. This particular scene was everything I could have ever have wanted out of between two characters. This figure it has no right to be as good as it is, but it is.
Shit.
This Joker is unreal, and I would have loved to have seen more of this. I wasn't a huge fan of what was going on in the Suicide Squad and stuff, but I think had Jared Leto been given a little bit more time, we could have gotten something truly awesome. I wasn't a huge fan of gangster Joker, but this
Nightmare
to me,
Joker.
Nightmare Joker looks like an absolute psychopath. I mean,
oh yeah,
wearing a Gotham City SWAT jacket with a bunch of badges on it, a crown of thorns. I mean,
yeah.
it's
who
bonkers.
did that one? Do you remember? Is that Felix or Felix?
I don't think it was them. I can't. They're up on 5K still, but I mean, it's just like the weathering on the it like fades down, and Josh, it was literally in that scene. There's like a part where he wears it for just a second. But yeah, I mean, I stuck the crowbar back there.
Nice. As
but
you
yeah,
do.
It's crazy. The mag pouches actually work. So this is the other one for his rifle, and then there's another one here for a handgun that he doesn't really have. He still has the Suicide Squad purple, gold, and white one, and
that again. There's a lot that I'm curious about what would have happened with that, but now it can be whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
Garth says, I don't have anything after my top 2 set in any order, but the Lightning Collection Omega Rangers are definitely in the mix. Hell yeah. Oh, Caillou Toys.
That's it. Yeah.
There you go.
There's so many third-party companies these days.
The crown is there because it's the Jared Leto Joker, and he has to be edgy. So filling out my number 6 spot is this beauty. Marzosis from the Sorzoic Warriors from Boss Fight Studios. He's bright. He's neon orange. Yes, I gave him a guitar, but that's because I have him fronting a band with a bunch of the Cheddar Plunderlings and Hatchlings in my display. This embodies 1990s color schemes to me. The articulation's rad. The sculpt is fun. The articulation's super great. And just overall, you want a fun line of toys. The Sorzoic Warriors got your back. Yeah, I absolutely love this. I mean, really, you can't go wrong with any of the Boss Fight product, but yeah, the Sorzoic Warriors topped my boss fight figures, and I trying to get more representation from different companies. I was like, all right, this one's gonna be my boss fight figure. But yeah, I think it's Mars Osis from Sorry Silk Warriors from Boss Fight Studios. So Tony, we're at the halfway point.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do this because why not?
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
I feel refreshed, don't you?
Yeah.
Goddamn
Absolutely.
Right. Hooray, I made it just in time for this thing. What up, Shav? How's it going? Okay. So Tony,
Yes.
that was the bottom 5.
Yes.
Are you ready to pop up to number 5?
Yes.
Let's do
I'm
it.
always ready.
Number 5. Tony, what you got?
So I'm gonna cheat because I grabbed one. They're both like the same sized, so they both fit the same thing. I forgot about the one until I sat down and looked at it, and I was like, shit. So I'm cheating a little bit. It's a twofer. These guys right here. It's a neck and neck. I really can't decide. I love these both so very much.
Mythics.
The Scourge. I gave him one of the AWOC glow in the dark swords because I thought that fit. But yeah,
is he mythic or is he cosmic?
So I think technically he's Cosmic Legions.
Okay, I know it was the homage figure to Whiplash.
Whiplash, yep.
Yeah.
They're
huge. They belong at WrestleMania.
But I mean, just the fact. I mean, like,
that's neat.
The sculpt work on the inside of his mouth is just crazy.
I just remember you.
I love these
wanting
things.
to kill someone for that frigging green dragon.
Don't even get me started.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
Don't get me started.
He's mythic. The blue one was cosmic, says Brian.
Okay, and that's kind of the only reason I said cosmic is because a lot of his pieces are used from the cosmic.
Yeah.
The 4-armed orange guy. So I will literally, when I get, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But I was going to say when I get the blue one, because I have that one on order, I might actually switch their armor around. But we'll see. We will see.
My number 5 is going to the top 5 are kind of, you can kind of mix them up whichever way you want. Once again, it was something that I kind of forgot was an exclusive until I talked about it in the Turtle Talk group about a couple weeks ago. But this guy right here, the Mac, Big Mac, he was part of the Turtles accessory pack, which was a NECA shop exclusive and Target exclusive, and it was like an exclusive on like 5 different ways. And I was like, shit, that's right. I'm violating my own rules on multiple fronts here. This still rules. This still is one of my favorite figures of the year. But to swap out because of the exclusivity thing, I literally unboxed this 2 days ago. This figure, the functionality, the engineering that went into it for its swappable parts, the accessories, and just the overall aesthetic goes to Elisa Maza from Gargoyles. This figure looks like it leapt out of the TV screen.
It is crazy.
And I absolutely love it. I love that you can swap her hair. It just plugs right on. I don't know if I'll be able to catch that because it's all dark. But yeah, the engineering, the just, I don't know, the overall aesthetic is just great. And now, of course, I'm gonna have a pain in the ass getting the hair back on because I can't see anything. But yeah, I mean, the cool thing is plugged it back on, not going anywhere. Very, very well engineered figure. Great looking figure too. I mean, again, this looks like it jumped off the friggin' TV screen, which I absolutely love. Josh, I think I'll do a top 5 exclusives actually. But yeah, I really, really love this figure. Zelu nailed the sculpt. I don't know if you can see that blue dry brush over the black. Just stellar all around. Great figure. Congratulations to the NECA Gargoyles team because damn, this is a great figure. So there we go. I still love this figure though. Just so good. I've had him in my display like that, just zipping around. It makes me happy. You know what? I'm just putting it out there. This guy, go whoop Wally's ass. Just throwing it out there. Hey, I love Wally. Moving on to I know Wally's adorable. Wally's like his kid brother, and Johnny Five's both their big brother. So let's move it on up to number 4. Tony, what you got, man?
Gonna have to go with this guy right here.
Ooh.
This figure is again just absolutely stunning. I really hope I will literally buy this same figure over again if they give us the brown coat from the season 2. Well, he dropped his dagger.
Never to be found again.
No, it landed right on top of my computer, thankfully. The likeness on this is just really, really good.
That's nuts.
It's crazy. He's got actual pockets on his coat, so you can actually. It works best if you like. I'm pretty sure. I think this one does, or am I thinking of a different figure?
I don't know.
Maybe it doesn't. Let me see here. Nope, this one doesn't. I'm thinking of something else. Or maybe is it his pants? Oh, he's got actual pockets for his pants.
So do I.
That's what it is. You can pop his hands off and slide the pegs in there, but you can see like he's got the TVA belt buckle and everything, and yeah, I mean the bottom of the coat is wired. It's just
very cool. Posable,
just crazy. Yeah, this is one of those ones like if you've been on the fence about it, go snag one, because I saw on 5K Toys that
Orange Cassidy Loki.
He low stock on this one, so
oh no.
If it was on your list, go get it. Josh, you need to watch season 2. It's awesome. Don't listen to the haters.
It is really good. Mitch says, "Hey, he has better pocket setup than most women." Yeah, those pockets on the figure are probably about the same size, because I know Mayana is constantly saying ladies' pants have tiny, tiny pockets. So, sorry. We can all hope for larger pockets. Moving to my number 4. This is a figure that it fell a couple spots because I know I'm going to buy almost the identical figure. Actually, I have already bought it. I'm just waiting on the pre-order to come in. But the engineering, the paint application, the actual overall aesthetic of the figure easily pops it into probably my top 5 Spider-Man figures of all time, if that says anything. But it goes to the 3-pack Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume. This figure looks like a little person shrunk down. The fact that this is okay, it was part of the 3-pack, I know, so it's a more expensive figure, but the fact that this is going to be a general release Legend at $25, $26, is insane. Plus the alternate heads, the alternate hands. This just rules so much. Stanley, Dave, have you went to the Toys R Us in that mall? I have not. Tony has, and I'm thinking Tony and I might make a return visit soon and film it. So, but yeah.
I will say, as someone that owns that one,
yeah,
and the Figure Arts version, that one is superior.
I was lucky enough to futz around with the Figure Arts version. And I will say this outright, that Figure Arts version was a big letdown because I was on the fence about buying it, and because it looked insanely cool. I thought this also looked insanely cool. So I was like, as much as I love, like this is my favorite Spider-Man suit. And I was just like, I can only get one. And again, it's surprising because it's SH Figure Arts, like they put out really, really nice product.
Most of the time.
And so I was really, really stoked to get this. I'm very, very excited for the unmasked Andrew Garfield head. I have the shrink that Corey did that is available over at Casting Cave, castingcave.ecreator.com. Go check it out. But yeah, this rules. So yeah. Darth says, honestly, the SHF, Toby and Andrew were both a bit disappointing. Oh man. I never futzed with the Toby.
I got the Toby and promptly sold it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't remember that.
I don't even think I had it a week.
Josh says, Dave, you're going to get the unmasked single release. Yes, I am. I have that whole wave on pre-order, which I haven't pre-ordered a wave of Legends in a long time. I usually it's Spider-Man stuff gets me, but even then, there's quite a few of the Spider-Man waves I haven't ordered everything, just because it's like I kind of have to pick and choose. Oh, thank you, Mitch, dropping that sweet Casting Cave linkage down there. But Tony, we're in the top 3, so Tony, feel free to give me 3.
So this tells you a lot. I literally just got this figure today.
Really?
Yes.
Have I seen this? Did you post
No.
it in any of the group chats? Oh, you saw it.
No, I did not.
It's a mystery. Holy butts. What is that?
This is the Primark, man.
Oh, there we go.
This is,
wow,
I mean,
zowie.
I don't, and this guy is big too. This is going to just give you a good example of just how big
Jesus
he
Christ
is in comparison. This figure is ridiculous. The sword being on fire. I mean, the sword itself was heavy.
Come on.
The only thing I wish Joy Toy would do would be to up their game with their packaging, because not that I can't fix it, but you can see the in the shadow of my hat there that one of his little things up here is like it's curved back from resting on the thing. So I'll just heat it up and fix it. But I mean,
that's insane.
It is just bonkers. His little thrusters on the back.
Somewhere Angela is very excited about that.
I sent her the link and she's like, he's not my Primark.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, well, I'm an enabler. It was a good deal. I wanted to make sure. I mean, this thing was like almost like $45.
Well, Brian, I don't know. The three pack from Pulse, I wouldn't say it was an exclusive, because that one was up quite a while and multiple times.
And it'll inevitably be someplace else too. Oh shit.
Yeah. Rowboat Gorilla. God, I so want to get into 40K.
Yeah. I mean, the belt
cool
for the gun attached to his arm has little skulls on it all the way up, and just the
wowzers.
Yeah, it's crazy. This thing's awesome.
That is insane.
Can't wait for the other. I think they've got 2 more Primarks announced so far, maybe 3 if I missed.
Where do you have all your Joy Toys?
In a box currently.
Oh, damn. That is a shame.
I mean, they're accessible. I haven't cleaned off the shelf I'm going to put them on in here yet. So
Fair.
But yeah, that's good stuff.
Yes,
text.
Yeah,
Resist.
Ooh, can't wait to see what they do. Lionel Johnson. Nice.
That's one of the other ones.
What up, Bryo? How's it going, Bubs? Tony
Hey,
convinced me, and I'm
Bryo.
not even that big a fan. Yeah, he got. Did you see that on the Discord?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
He did. This next one is kind of a 3-in-1. However, I guess technically only one of them is a general release. But again, I'm just proud of this dude and very excited to see him make a return. And that is the very nice, very evil Danhausen. And as you might be able to tell, you got to show some love for your boy, because there they all are, just yes, very nice, very evil, very cool. Yeah, so stoked to see this dude in action figure form, getting to actually work on kind of his first action figure, the figure, the Danhausen Kidhausen. Yeah, just very, very cool to see this dude getting figures. And yeah, I don't know, gotta give him a shout out, gotta give him that sweet spot, because this rules. I know there's still like 3 other figures coming down the pipe still for him, including a Ring of Honor Legends figure. But yeah, very excited about these. So yeah, shout out to Danhausen. Whoa, love that Danhausen. There you go. I saw Danhausen the other night on TV at the gym. I have no idea what I witnessed. None of us do, and that's the beauty of it. So that's right, Mr. Ryan Clark. Here we go. Tony, give us your number 2. Son of a bitch. There he is.
What does everybody want? Danhausen.
It's so good.
Yeah, I too have all 3 of the currently available non-chase figures.
The funny thing is, this is basically the chase.
Well, yeah, but he's got his face on his butt.
Yeah,
on the chase. That's the only difference, really.
I don't. It's funny to me. It's like, wait, like, but why?
But it's like after seeing him the other night, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna need that one now too with that coat.
TD Designs, shout out to Ryan. Hell yeah. No,
Toyetic.
Toyetic AF. Absolutely love it. All right. So once again, this for my number 2 spot is kind of going out to the whole line because of the way that it's being released. Again, it goes out to this right here. This toy line, the animated Spider-Man toy line, is just a dream come true. I don't know if you can even see it. I should do an up-close shot, but that cube right there is all Spider-Man animated figures. Again, these are available now in a broader range outside of Pulse. Like, we get them in at the comic shop now through Hasbro, through Entertainment Earth and such. So I think it's directly through Hasbro. But yeah, the animated Peter Parker was one that was easily accessible, and honestly, just a great figure. Just embodying the 90s goodness. Just a great figure. Mixie says, but now we need season 1 Peter in the polo shirt. Polo shirt would be dope. This is a great looking figure though. And you know how you can make it look even better. Put a Dave Wonder head sculpt on it. I'm just throwing it out there. Look at that handsome devil. Look at him. No, I'm just messing with you. Brian says, I just grabbed the Doc Ock, Carnage, and Mary Jane 2-packs through Pulse sale. Just arrived today. Hell yeah. Absolutely great figures. Genuinely, probably one of the toy lines I'm having the most fun with right now. But there is one that is is up there above Marvel Legends for me right now. And you know what? We're going to move over to Tony's number 1. So, Tony, what clocks in at your top number 1?
So who was it that was that Darth or was that Spike that was saying something about
MDLX Megatron?
No, my 1978?
1972.
Or 72?
I think it was Panther.
Panther. What was it that you thought it was first and foremost? Because I mean that's.
Were you looking up when the first appearance of your toy was?
No.
Oh,
it's definitely not the 70s.
Okay,
I'm just curious as to what he had
I'm
in
curious.
play. But again.
Oh, SH Monster Arts guy again.
Oh no, he's up on my shelf. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, but simply because I feel like one of them is less a figure and more an accessory. Because I mean, it is kind of just an accessory. But I have been waiting for so long to have these. These are unequivocally in my number 1 spot. I freaking love these. They are perfect. They if I'm going to be so disappointed if they don't at least round out the family. The only other one that I could think of would be the only other 2 outside the family that I would want would be Mr. Richfield and Roy. But they need to make Robbie, they need to make Charlene, they need to make Fran, and they need to make the grandma too in the wheelchair.
That fucking puppet was haunting.
But I've been futzing with these since I've got them. It's the only thing I
Ethel.
Ethel, that's it. Yep. Literally the only thing I would have changed would be I hate side eye. So the open mouth head sculpt has him kind of looking off to the side. Yeah. Not a huge fan of that. And that's sad because I do prefer the
Stanley says, I want the boss.
Yeah, Mr. Richfield. And I wish they would have done like a magnet or something, because I love the other head too, but it has the horn permanently attached to it, and I would have loved to have been able to like bleep, like just take the horn off and switch it or whatever.
I know a guy that might be able to help with that. I'm just saying.
But I mean, yes, if anybody was wondering, he does.
Tony, I have little magnets. I can make this a reality.
He does pop off, but unfortunately, he's still he's got to sit.
I mean, that's kind of all he ever did, though.
True, very true. I just wish that they would have made it so that like you could have like had his feet dangling in the high chair.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Needed to be stability.
Yeah.
There are a few figures right now that I know might pop into my top 10, depending on if they come out or not this year. I know. Oh, Mixie says, can he fit on Earl's back? I mean, but he's got the flat butt.
Not really. You can't really get him on there far enough to
hold on.
To get his legs to like close around.
Pop. So I'll pop into my number 1. It's not going to be a huge surprise for y'all. I am very excited because I got my ship notification for the rest of these guys. But more specifically, it goes to the Drenched Typhoon. I flipped his mohawk behind. But yeah, this figure rules. This figure has traveled the roads with me a little bit. I've been using him as a business card holder at shows, also as an excuse to have a really fun toy on my table when I'm tabling. Yeah, this is the Plunder Strong Drenched Typhoon. I have a buttload of the rest of the Plunder Strongs that are all in my display already. The Plunder Longs have just shipped. They should be here this week. So expect those on Grippin' and Rippin' this week, maybe. But yeah, this figure rules. Considering how much this dude has traveled with me already, I am pretty stoked that he's not more banged up than he is. But yeah, the articulation on him is insane. This is actually the satchel of pins, the Plunderling and Plunderlong and Plunderstrong pins that came with it. Y'all know that I love me some Plunderlings. So this was an easy one to top the list. This figure is insane. It's big. It's transparent green plastic. It's just gnarly looking. Mango's awesome. Captain Blackjack is awesome. Well, all of them are awesome. And I'm really stoked to get hands on the Plunderlongs as well. Brian Richard says, isn't that Plunder Strong and exclusive as well? Yeah, Brian, but it was a Kickstarter. So you could buy it as long as you looked on Kickstarter. But yeah, I guess my exclusive rule kind of sucks. I'm quickly finding that out. Anyways, whatever. Like I said, this kind of represents all the Plunder Strongs. Again, Plunderlings in general just are up there for my dudes. But yeah, Mixie, yeah, this was a Kickstarter exclusive. Like I said, I'm kind of cheating. This is just represents Plunder Strongs. This is just my favorite one, so he got picked up. Texex says my old boss used to sit up in his office on the first floor of the warehouse. He was a big lad, and anytime I went up to see him, he used to remind me of the boss man from Dinosaurs. Sat in his desk. Nice. But yeah, no, I really like the Plunder Strongs. No shocker there. These figures just, I don't know, they're really well made. Dave, I have rules. Also, Dave, it's so cool. But yeah, all toys are exclusive. If you think about it, can't buy Marvel Legends at McDonald's. Not yet. But yeah, no, the Plunder Strongs are just on a different level. These are so fun, and I've had so much fun. So shout out to Ricky and the whole Plunderling, Plunderlong, Plunderstrong world. The Plunder from down under. So yeah, my number one goes to the Plunder Strongs. So very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I figured that's kind of the top 10 so far. Again, I know some people were mentioning, oh, there's only a month left. There's only this. I'm like, oh, there's like a month and change left. Plus, I figure moving on to January, I'll do the final top 10 of 2023. Just because last year I did it, I think, in mid-December, and then like 5 figures that basically would have taken over the top 10 came out, and I was like, well, shit. Yeah. So sometime in January I'll come back on. Maybe Tony will come back on with me, or maybe we'll make a live with Tony on the Patreon or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Also, I'm gonna throw this out there that coming in January, my good friend Tony is going to be hosting a stream here on the channel. We're going to be working out exactly what it's going to be, but good old Griff Rider is going to be coming to the Dave Wonder channel and helping create some really fun stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's about all we got for tonight.
You already went through your honorable mentions, right?
I did, because it ended up being it took a spot because of exclusives. But
well, I have 2.
All right.
That I got today.
Oh, Jesus.
This one
Star Boost.
This is such a cool figure. This is my first ZD Toys. It is unfortunate that they're it's not unfortunate. It just sucks that they're no longer. They're not the same scale as a Marvel Legends, which I don't.
Aren't they a little bit bigger?
Yeah, I don't have one readily available. Apparently, well, I mean I do, but they sit at about the 7-inch, 7-inch mark. The articulation, kind of stinks because especially with Star Boost, you expect him to be flying. So like, the head gets about
that much out of it, but the torso, everything extends. You can pop the torso, pop the hips, pop
Didn't the Hot
the
Toys
shoulders.
have about the same articulation?
The head actually went back further, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this has like next to no foot articulation. At least with that, they had panels and stuff, but this is one of the most underrated armors, I think, out of all of the movie ones. I love this look. It reminds me, I mean, obviously, of a space suit, but there's just something about it. I look at it and I go, it's a Gundam.
I mean, to an extent, yeah.
And then I got this today as well, and it is pretty amazing.
Jesus, how do you have that already? It's freaking wild.
Yeah. Of course, I've got the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But again, the only thing I'm not a huge fan of is I wish he still had the I didn't know you got that one.
I unboxed it on Wednesday.
Is that the wait, no. But that's a 1/6 one, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I was thinking that was that
no, Graham got that one.
Gotcha.
But,
the only thing I wish is this was still in the old disc ball peg.
Yeah.
So that you could get some more head tilt, because it'd be nice to be able to crunch them forward and have them looking. I will say this: if anybody gets this, be very careful of the hips up here. Make sure you heat them. Throw shock oil or something in there, because I can't remember. I think it was this one. It was kind of, I don't want to say it was frozen. I just feel like the tolerances were off on the different hips. So the one moved just fine, and this one, they have the same hips. Yeah, it has the same hips like Classified do now with the pull downs. So it has like that half peg basically. So if you crank it too much, you're going to rip the leg right off. So just an FYI.
Oh yeah.
At least on mine. That doesn't mean it's going to be that way on yours, but I mean, like, it's crazy. The whole thing moves. These are like separate pieces, so they actually like the foot mounts come off.
Oh, that's cool.
And they can also like they pivot on there too. So I don't know if you can see that, but like, yeah. So it's pretty good. The goblin head is awesome. From everything I'm seeing, this likeness is better than the figure arts.
I will say, if you want a really cool in-depth look at that figure, Just Jay Hernandez just dropped that and a look at the Final Swing Spider-Man. That's great. Robo also just dropped a review of the entire wave, the No Way Home wave, too. So make sure to check those out too. Show some love for some really chill dudes. And yeah,
Hasbro. This was the Hasbro one, Mixie.
Yes. Shout out to the COJ for being a part of the conversation. Shout out to Mitch for being the mod with the most. Thank you to Tony for hopping over and joining in the fun. Ben, Tony, stay on after the credits, because I got to talk to you for a second, in the good way. So I will catch you all Monday. So yeah, go enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thursday / Thanksgiving / everything. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. Thank you for hanging out. Please hit that like button on your way out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tony, you have something else?
I just want to show this real quick. I don't remember who said it earlier, but
Hoy.
There he is.
That's nuts.
Yes.
All right. On that note, much love from Minnesota, everybody. Bye. Tony, say something funny for the post credits.